What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today I'd like to talk about 7 things you need to be doing inside of the Elder Scrolls Online as soon as possible if you are a new player. These are things that I have heard players talk about for the last 10 years saying, I wish I wouldn't have put this off, or I wish I would have done this sooner. So let's go ahead and hop right into the list. First of all, on the list, number 1 is mount training. If you are a new player, make sure you're training your mount. It takes 6 months to completely max out a mount. So you're having to rank up speed, stamina, and carry capacity. You only can do 1 of those per day. It does cost 250 gold per day. And this is also character linked. So if you have multiple characters, this is not account bound. You will have to rank the mount speed, the stamina speed, and the carry capacity up on every single character you have. And like I said, it is a 6-month process. This is a long one. So make sure you're ranking up your mount speed, your mount stamina, and your mount capacity every time you log in every day. The next thing on the list is going to be research traits. So this is a big one as well. Even if you're not planning on dipping your toes into crafting right off the bat, as soon as you start playing, before you delete gear or sell gear, as soon as you do an activity and you get gear, take it back to a blacksmithing, woodworking, or clothier table, depending on what item you have, and research the traits from it. This is another thing that takes a long time. You're looking at a year and a couple months to research all the traits and all the gear pieces for blacksmithing, woodworking, and clothier. Even if, like I said, you don't plan on crafting anytime soon, when you do decide to do it, you're going to have everything here ready for you. You don't have to start researching traits, because this is a long, drawn-out process. And if you don't already have this done, this is going to limit what you can do going forward with crafting. There are a few ways to speed this up. It's not going to be a massive increase, but it will take a little bit of time off of it. That is, of course, if you have ESO Plus, you do get a percentage there of research trait time. And also, we do get a lot of research scrolls within the daily login rewards. Before I get to the rest of the tips here in the video, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Control Freak, who is a partner here on the channel. They just recently sent me 2 new sets of Control Freaks to test out. This is something I have used since 2009. I'm a big fan of them. I highly recommend them. If you would like to check out them for yourself or buy a pair yourself, you can use my code to get 12% off. It is linked down in the description. It will take you straight to the website. You can check out everything they have to offer. I'm really excited to try out the Lotus Edition, which is made for action adventure games. I think this is going to be a great set to use here inside of the Elder Scrolls Online. Number 3 on the list is going to be farming or buying gear before you hit CP 160. I've seen a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they need to farm gear, certain gear sets, or buy gear before they hit 160. There is no need. You do not need to really worry about your gear until you're at CP 160. Reason being is you're going to have to swap it out 24/7 because you're going to level up a lot quicker than your gear level. So just use the things that are dropping from the activities that you're doing. This will save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, and a lot of gold as well. Once you get to 160, that is when you can start farming the gear sets you want. There's only one exception to this, and that is going to be training gear. If you have a friend that plays the game, you're in a guild, you can get someone to craft you some training gear to wear while you're leveling up to help speed up that leveling process. But there is no need to go out and farm particular gear sets or buy particular gear sets until you hit CP 160. Number 4 on the list is food and drink. This is going to be something that a lot of you may just kind of overlook. You get either some type of food or some type of drink potion while you're playing. As you're leveling up, you get your level up rewards. You will get these sent to you. These are a big help, and players use these even at max CP. So this is not something that you're ever not going to use in game. You're going to get benefits of health, stamina, and magic increases or recovery, depending on what type of food or drink you're using. So make sure that you're using everything that's given to you through your rank up rewards. And also make sure that you're looking at your provisioning and crafting, because you eventually can make your own food or drink through different recipes. So this is something that you're going to use from level 1 all the way until max CP as long as you play the game. This is something that everyone uses in game. whether they be brand new or they're playing in-game trials. It does not matter. Food and drink is a big plus in ESO, helps survivability, and also gives you bonuses to either magic or stamina. So this is going to be very dependent on your build of what type of, provisioning things you need, but make sure that you are using them. Number 5 on the list is Undaunted Keys. Now, this is something that you will get around a level 45. You're going to get a letter that says go to the Undaunted Enclave. You will go talk to 3 different NPCs there, and you will get a Undaunted Key. Now, you can continue to get Undaunted Keys from doing your Undaunted daily dungeons. There's going to be a rotation of these. All 3 dungeons every day rotate out, and you can get keys from each. The key to this, hilarious, I said key to this, made myself laugh, excuse me. The key to this is going to be making sure that you don't use them before you hit 160. So kind of the same idea as farming or buying gear at 160. These keys are level based. So once you open that box, you're going to get a monster shoulder out of that box. It is going to drop at whatever level you are. So let's say you're level 45, it would be level 45. If you're CP 50, it would be CP 50. If you're CP 159, that would drop at 159. You want all of these items to be CP 160. So hold on to those keys and save them. Even if you're going to go out and do your, your Undaunted daily dungeons at level 45 until you get to 160. That is perfectly fine. Just don't spend the keys until you hit CP 160. Number 6 on the list is joining guilds. So we talked about the Undaunted Guild just a second ago. Now let's talk about the Mages and Fighters Guild. You need to join these as early and soon as possible because you can rank them up as you play. As you're leveling from 0 to 50, you're going to be able to rank up the Mages and Fighters Guilds. They have some great, perks within them, whether it be passives or skills, but also this is the easiest way to get them leveled without having to wait until you get to level 50 and say, oh crap, I forgot to do them. Then you're going to have to go back and level them up. So just go ahead and visit the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild to get those quests unlocked. Very quick quest to do. And that way you kind of passively level them as you're leveling your character. And last but not least, number 7 on the list is speeding through on the first character. This is something I have heard so many people say they regret doing. And that is they get their very first character they've ever made and they try to power level it or speed through it. Just take your time and enjoy the game. The game has tons and tons of content to enjoy. The great thing is if you have friends that play that are higher level than you, you can still play with them. It's not going to limit you to a lot of stuff in game. You still can access a lot of stuff at lower level with friends that are higher level. There are some things you might not be able to do, like in-game trials or certain dungeons that you're kind of locked behind till you reach a certain level. But overall, you're still going to be able to do the majority of the things the game offers. There is no need in speeding through. First of all, you're going to get skill points by doing the story quest and zone quest and the new chapters that we've had all over the several years here in the game. So you're going to get skill points from that. You're going to get skill points from doing the base game story. You're going to lose out on those and have to go back and do them anyway if you speed through on your first character. The only time I ever recommend power leveling a character or speeding through a character is if you have more than one. If you decide, hey, I'm going to play the game, I'm going to do everything on this first character, and then I'm going to make more, I understand that. You've learned the game, you kind of know how it works and all that, so that is perfectly fine. But if you are on your very first character, take your time and enjoy it. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.